Hello friends, myself Pandit SR. I am working as an assistant professor in MVP Samaj KBT College of Engineering, Department of Instrumentation and Control. Here we are going to see subject instrumental methods for chemical analysis. Name suggests that here we are going to use some instruments with their principles which are applied with different methods on the basis of which we are going to do analysis of the samples. All samples are basically chemicals, right from the fruit juices to the vegetable, fruits itself, trees, leaves, all matters are chemicals. So we are finding the contents using different analytical techniques. This is the syllabus of Unit 1, Introduction to Chemical Instrumental Analysis. We will focus today. Advantages, then classification, various units used, and in this unit 1 we'll have various electroanalytical methods such as potentiometry, voltammetry, coulometry. The course objective for the subject is that students should be able to get the fundamentals behind the instrumental methods, and outcome of the subject is student will be able to compare, classify the various instrumental and chemical methods. These are the 12 POs, that is program outcomes, which from the entire 4-year course, it is expected that the student should achieve these 12 POs at different level. PO 1 concentrates on engineering knowledge. So he should be able to apply the knowledge of maths, science and fundamentals. In PO 2, he should be able to define the problem, identify the problem, formulate the problem, give solutions to the problem. In PO 3, student will be able to design or give solutions to the problem. In PO4, through investigations, he should be able to solve complex problem. PO5, use of modern tools. In PO6, he should be apply the knowledge for the benefit of society. In PO7, he should see that whatever work he is doing, it should not harm the environment. The environment should not get polluted. PO8 concentrates on ethics. We should have ethics, that we should not copy or go for ready-made solutions. PO9, it's individual and teamwork. There are many engineers who are brilliant, but they lack with the teamwork efficiency. So here it is expected that students should be well acquainted to work in a team. PO10, basically everyone should have a good, fluent communication. PO11, we should be very much expertise in finance management and project handling. PO12, it's a lifelong learning. Every person is a learner throughout his life. These are the PSO, program specific outcome. Students should have or a strong foundation in mathematics, scientific, engineering and management fundamentals. Based on this, they will be able to formulate, solve complex problem. In PSO2, they will be able to apply instrumentation and control in multidisciplinary domain. And PSO3, they will be able to communicate effectively to work as a team with professional ethics. That too for the benefit of society. This is the mapping of CO with PO. So PO1, PO10, PO12, they are being mapped with the levels. Also, mapping of CO with PSO is shown with the different levels. So at the end of this unit 1, we will again clarify that whether you have achieved this PO to that level. This is the introduction part to this instrumental methods for chemical analysis. These methods basically concentrate on identity of the chemical substances. Means what chemicals are present in a sample. That analysis is done by these instrumental methods. Based on this, it is classified as qualitative chemical analysis and quantitative chemical analysis. Quality means presence or absence of any element, and quantity means in how much amount it is present. The analyte defines the entire process of determining the identity of the substance in a sample and in how much amount the substance is present. Analysis is done by collecting samples, pre-treating the samples in laboratory or non-laboratory measurements, then manipulations of the data mathematically, and then they go for a meaningful result that tells the information about the sample. Thus, instruments provides the qualitative information and quantitative information. This is a classical method, that is non-instrumental methods. Decades ago, they used to do the work in a lab with chemicals, glasswares, apparatus, funnels, plates, flasks. Today, we are working on instrumental methods. So, instrumental method is basically electrically operated device that determines the identity or the amount of one or more compound in a substance. So instruments are used, their principles are used, battery operated portable instruments are used, and the accuracy and the precision we are getting by instrumental method, that is far more than the classical methods. So here qualitative means the information about the identity of the substance. Quantitative means in how much amount it is present. Classical, that is precipitation, extraction, distillation. Instrumental means the physical and chemical properties of the analyte are being checked. Also, in some instrumental methods, separation is done using chromatographic techniques. Thus, we can say that instrument for chemical analysis converts the physical and chemical properties of the analyte into useful information that can be interpreted by humans. For example, if you take example of lemon, so what contents are present in a lemon juice, in how much amount the calcium is present. If we are able to get that information, then we can say that we have been applied the instrumental methods for getting the contents of lemon juice. Here is one example that let's take a photometer. The photometer source is tungsten lamp. So tungsten lamp gives a source of light. That source of light is your analytical information. It is been passed through a filter so that a particular wavelength of light passes from the filter. Then the filtered light is passed through a sample. Here the interaction of the filtered light with the sample causes various phenomena. It may be absorption, it may be transmission, it may be scattering. Based on the interactions, the transmitted light gives the information about the sample contents. For example, we are passing a wavelength whose wavelength matches with blue color, and the blue color contents are present in the sample. So the content present in the sample will absorb the blue wavelength depending upon the concentration in which it is present, and the transmission line will give the concentration from the result. For example, if the transmission light is of 90%, then it indicates that the absorption is 10%. If the transmission line output transmission light is 50%, it means the sample has absorbed 50% light, and from that we can predict the concentration of a particular element present in the sample. In this way, we have atomic emission, in which we are using various sources. Here we are using photomultiplier tube. We have colorimeter, current source is there, potential is the information. We are using various electrodes, pH meter is there. So all these instruments has got an energy source, they have information, they are passed through suitable sorters, then they are bombarded on sample where different phenomena happens. From that phenomena, the output is passed through a transducer. It is been transduced then it is amplified, processed in such a way that it will be recorded or available in suitable form to be interpreted by humans, giving the information of the sample. So high speed, high sensitivity, low limit of detection, multiple detection capabilities, that is simultaneous detection capabilities, then automated operations. These are the benefits which you are getting over chemical analysis. Then we can solve problems with analytical approach using modern instrumentation approach. Here for this, I have referred book Principle of Instrumental Analysis by Scoop, Kohler, Neiman, Saunders College Publishing. This is a very good book. So thank you for the patience listening. Thank you very much.